Right.
because I don't see it very much, honestly, in New York. And we can talk about why we don't see it very much later. But the reality is, however you're getting into it, you're immediately in a position where you know you're going to be taking a loss. And what you're hoping is that there will be a payoff at some point so great that it will pay for all or most or some of your losses that you've accrued. And the truth is that really never ends. And I think that really also kind of never ends if you're a superstar. That's the gig. I don't see billionaire investors usually sort of hang up their investment coat, jacket. I don't know what it is, but I don't see them hang up their cape and say, "I'm out." They're still trying to somehow leverage what they have into something else. And so that's the financial part of it, which is that, I think especially now, you were talking about the beautiful curse. Like, I think especially now, there is this feeling in music that musicians make music, for fun. And I'm not a musician who makes music for fun. I've never met a musician who makes music for fun. We make music because we're compelled to. That's the beautiful curse. It's not because, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. And it's just the people who are for real have no choice. And so I often say that my relationship to making music, and this was true when I was a kid, when I was just starting, my relationship to making music is exactly like my relationship to breathing, which is that I really like doing it. But if I didn't, it wouldn't matter because I'd still have to do it to be alive.
Sure.
It's a part of who I am, right? And the thing about breathing is we aren't in a position to being like, well, how's the breathing industry? How am I going to leverage my breathing into some sort of better form of breathing that would keep the lights on? We're all doing that, I guess, with our lives in some form. But that's that awkward marriage of commerce and art, which is that our strength as artists, as musicians, comes from the fact that we have an absolute bedrock. We are compelled, a bedrock need to continue to make music, no matter what's thrown at us. And then that's also exploited because the people who exploit us know that we're still going to do it no matter what, in whatever form that takes. So that was like 20 pounds of answer to a 1 ounce question, but that's the real truth, which is, I think if you're starting out, you really are hoping that you're gonna start trying things basically to get some kind of a career off the ground, some kind of path forward to be able to make more music, some path forward where you're going to be able to make music where you wouldn't want to have to do something outside of your own profession. People don't tend to set out to be in a profession with the overwhelming feeling like they're going to have another profession that they're going to have to pay for their bills for their actual profession.
No question.
Um,
How do you
so
graduate from hobby to commitment in many ways?
exactly. And so right out of the gate, you're hoping that your ideas and your talent and your perspiration and your inspiration are going to be enough to leverage the next moment and the next moment and the next moments where and a 13-year-old who's trying to write their first song or pick up a violin and practice, they know that they're going to lose and lose and lose and lose, and they're hoping that somewhere down the line they win, and that pays for these losses. And this is a financial truth and an emotional truth too. Like I often say to people, like, I'm a good-humored person, generally speaking.